Find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through the point 110 and is parallel to this line, 2x minus y equals 2. Well, in this problem, we're dealing with two things. We're dealing with the line that we're given, and then we're also dealing with this new line that we're trying to figure out, the parallel line. Let's go ahead and set up variables to stand for the two different lines that we're dealing with. So L1, whenever you see L1, that will be the given line. That's the 2x minus y equals 2 line. And L2, whenever we use that symbol in this tutorial, that's going to stand for the parallel line. That's the line that we're trying to figure out. Okay, so because we need to figure out the equation of a line, we're going to need to figure out the parallel line's slope and the intercept, because we're looking for the slope-intercept form. To help us do that, we have to base it off of the line that we're given. So a good thing to do as a first step is to rewrite our L1 line, this given line, the 2x minus y equals 2 line, in slope-intercept form. So we want to make it look like this, y equals mx plus b. Now, how do we do that? Well, let's go ahead and start with the line, 2x minus y equals 2, and then get everything that's not y on the other side. So we have to subtract 2x from both sides. That means the 2x on the left will cancel, and we get minus 2x over here. Now we have a negative y, but we want to make it look positive, so we got to multiply everything by negative 1. Negative turns to positive, and positive turns to negative. And finally, we can just reorder the order of the addition, and what we get is y equals 2x minus 2. So you can see that the m, the slope of the line, is 2, and the intercept, b, is negative 2. And that's the line that we're given. But we want to figure out this parallel line. And the whole point of rewriting our first line in slope-intercept form is to actually figure out something about the parallel line. So our next step is actually to figure out the parallel line slope. And here is a nice trick that will work for every single problem that involves parallel lines. It turns out that the slope of the line that's parallel is exactly equal to the slope of the given line. Lines that are parallel have exactly the same slope. So that means that the slope of L2 is exactly the same as the slope of L1, the same as our given slope. And remember, we rewrote our line in slope-intercept form, which means we know exactly what the slope is. The slope is equal to 2. So that means our slope of L2 is equal to 2. We know exactly what slope we need. So that's one piece of the puzzle. In trying to figure out the formula for this line, we know the slope. Now we need to figure out the intercept, and that's what we're going to do next. So now that we know the slope for line 2, let's go ahead and write down a half-finished version for line 2's equation. We know exactly what the slope is. We know we want to be in y equals mx plus b form. That's slope-intercept form. M, the slope, is 2, so we have 2x plus b. And that is a half-finished version of our line 2 equation. To make progress beyond that, we got to figure out what b is. And to do that, we have to use the other information that's given to us in the problem, which is that the line goes through this point, 110. So let's go ahead and plug in our point and then find b. Well, when we plug in x equals 1 and y equals 10, our equation looks like this. 10 equals 2 times the x, which is 1, plus b. And now we can definitely solve for b just by simplifying this. 2 times 1 is 2, subtracting 2 from both sides. So we'll get 10 minus 2 equals 2 plus b minus 2. The 2's will cancel. B will be left by itself, and we'll get 8 equals b. So we just found b. So now we know exactly what b is equal to. We know what m, the slope, is equal to. We can write down the full equation. And now it's not going to be half finished. It's just going to be done. We're going to find that it's y equals, we already know 2x, and we just found b. It's 8. Y equals 2x plus 8. That's the equation of the line that's parallel to 2x minus y equals 2, and it goes through 110. So now we're done.